is my dad and stepmother's new Sebo Dart one. Well, new to them anyway. It has been used, not abused, but heavily used. It came from a lady who had a cleaning company who was moving house and was selling it. She's used my Sebo Felix and quite likes it. Their Miele S7 is far too big and clunky for where they are in their lives now. So let's have a look at what £30 got us and see how well it works before we refurbish it to make it hopefully perform a bit better than it will now. Let's have a look. Yes, hello, my vacuum cleaner and Sebo chums. How are you today? Yeah, £30. We got this pretty grimy, very well used Sebo Dart 1 from Huntingdon. Very nice, closed little waft from my dad's. And yeah, it seems so far to be not bad. Obviously this is a Dart, so this is the commercial machine. Am I right in saying the Dart came first, then the Felix was born? I don't know, but the biggest difference that we have is just an on-off switch up here. There is no speed control on this machine, sadly. The second issue is, well, I say issue, the second thing is that there is no adjustable height for the handle. There is just no, the latch that is there on the Felix is not there on this. So yeah, you can't adjust the height, but I mean, it's fine, really. Bar that, we have ourselves a flex, although sadly, look, there is the remains of the cable grommet somewhere about its person. But I mean, bar that, the flex itself is fine. So we need a new cable grommet, first of all. Let's have a look at this lovely filter, because being the Dart, it is the commercial spotty filter. I mean, it's literally wearing through in places. The whole thing bellows out dust. We'll turn it on before we take the filter off, and yeah, it's obviously had this filter on since the very beginning of its life. However, the hose, not torn at the ends, not coming away, and isn't stretched either, because it sits very nicely inside of the handle. Obviously this is where you carry a Felix / Dart from this handle. Take that off, and then this for all of your above floor cleaning needs. Inside, amazingly, we do have a brand new, when I have used it, I have pushed it around my dad's, so obviously we gave it a go, brand new genuine Sebo bag. The very poorly looking filter down there will be replaced though, and yeah, it's certainly got its fair share of grime and gunk everywhere else, but it does work. It's all very clean, it's all very tidy, it's just been used, really. Right, put the bag back on, we'll close that, and yeah, we'll have a look at the power head next, because if I'd have seen this before I got back to the car, I probably would have asked for £10 off. Because if I flip this Floorhead upside down, look, it's completely missing its flap, and the actual base plate itself is slightly damaged, but I think we might be okay. Its main problem is that it's just being pushed out by all that fluff underneath. But, you know, it has brush roll. It had a hairband around it when we got it. I took that off when I was at my dad's. Yeah, the brush roll is there. It is, I've seen worse. It's not in its first flush of youth. On there, click there. Yeah, we do have a hole, sadly, but I mean, bar that, again, it runs. And I think that's probably what we should do now. We'll turn it on and see how well it works. Right, let's just, we can only turn it on, that's all we can do. Yeah, see all that dust? That's it. I mean, even with that hole, it works really well. it runs okay. It's got excellent suction. The motor seems really strong. The red light comes on the head. But what is a little bit funny is that, yeah, this is how end of life this filter is. It blows out. It just blows itself out. This thing is so toast that it cannot even pass air through. So we shall perform the tricky manoeuvre. There we go. You can actually buy new ones of these grey ones, unlike my red Felix Classic that I broke, although they do glue up quite well. Yeah, I doubt this filter has ever been changed. Oh, wow. No, it hasn't. That is a clogged post motor filter on this Sebo Dart. I'm going to keep calling it a Felix. I shouldn't. Let's see how much of this goes everywhere. Excellent. It now runs a lot better. It's probably going to have a fair bit more airflow as well. Maybe we should just leave it like this. Look, there we go. It has been restored to full working order because you can't have any restrictions if there's no clogged filter. Yeah. And the other thing I wanted to just check is that I'm sure I've heard that these do not have the switch by the hose. So if we recline it so that yeah, there is no switch by the hose, so when you use one of these darts with the tools, you must lock it up right. But, yeah, you can, it turns off when you lock it up right, and it does have a swivel. There was some discussion that these didn't have a swivel head, but this one does, and it's from 2005, I think I've seen already, so it's probably quite an early one. What I think we should do is temporarily fill that hole. And in theory, our good friend Mr. Parcel Tape should provide this function for us. Again, I just want to see what it's like. Of course, there are some new parts that this machine will need. Most have been ordered. I'm just waiting to strip it down now to check what else I need, because obviously I now need a cable for it. If we just put this tape on there, that should now put that air path back together. Enough for us to see how well this machine does work. Ooh, wow. That's pretty good. The red light's flickering a little bit less as well, I'm presuming, now that the head can clamp itself into the carpet. Yeah, clamp itself down it does, even in setting 2. That is pretty awesome. So, despite it being missing a part, which is on its way yet, Stuart from Manchester Vax already has a lower flappage in the post for us, which is the key part that's missing. There are some other bits that are coming as well. So I'm going to get this stripped down, cleaned up, and worthy of being my stepmom's new vacuum cleaner, and I shall show you how it turned out afterwards. So, have you ever had a Sebo Dart one? I mean, it's almost as good as a Felix. We're going to do, hopefully, a modification to it to bring it more in line with a Felix as well. So stay tuned for that, and you can see what filter my stepmom chose for us to put on her new vacuum. So, comment down below what your thoughts are on the Dart one, and I, and this one, will see you soon. Bye bye.